I'm longing and willing to completely surrender to the heart and to life and my potential to the fullest. Still, there is a fear holding me back. It's a fear for losing control, especially a fear of sexual energy. Maybe a fear of being abused when I open completely and blossom in my full potential. Although I know there is nothing to be afraid of, and that's all about love. How can I overcome this fear? With love and gratitude.
As I was saying, our our opening um, is calling for us to attain that balance between our masculine and our feminine. It calls for us to attain a true and deep strength in vulnerability. And as it is right now, it's like the opening itself, it creates like open doors um, for ourselves as that vulnerability, but it does so in a way where we haven't become strong in that vulnerability. But one of the things that needs to happen in our embrace and relaxation down into our humanness, which is our vulnerability, that relaxation into our vulnerability is not calling for us to just become like lambs. What it's calling for is a deeply rooted application of ourselves in the human maturity and the human wholeness, which which opens the door for a strong standing of integrity and the human qualities that comes with the wholeness. You see, in terms of being abused, this is not really possible if you are standing as rest in your true sexuality. It's kind of like you are afraid of the abuser in you. It's not that you are afraid of being abused by someone else, because the moment that you have a proper relationship with her, with the power in you, the moment you are not abusing the power in you, then there is no attraction of anything like this. There's not even the chance that anything like that gets to play in front of your, like in front of you or in your field. When we're afraid of being abused of other people, it's only because we haven't met the abuser in our own self. We don't like to hear this, but it's the truth. Because when we can deal with the abuser in our own self, we have no trouble standing in complete rest as ourselves, just being straight and to the point with that energy, that abusive energy appearing in another. And when the abusive energy meets straightness, it has no playing cards left. It is only if we take on victimhood in contrast to the abuser. And if we're able and willing to take the victim, we also have the other thing in us, because there's no difference between the two. It's just two extremes. It's two ends. It's two deviations from integrity, from that strong standing in straightness. All the ways in which you have been abusing power, either by smalling yourself or the opposite, everything which isn't that strong standing in the integrity of the openness, which is the result of a wholeness and a resting in the true sexuality, where everything you touch in this world, everything is permeated by the same commitment, the commitment to be true to every situation, to every person, in that way where integrity gets to have its place. In that way where the deepest and the oldest love is the case.